Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, Silencer, issue number 11. Oof, there's all these covers are always gorgeous, man. The Silencer covers, gorgeous covers. This is Snow Angel of Death. I love the name. I love that, like just look, it's in the shape of a crow or an angel or, a death bird thing. Um, what do you call it? This here, just real quick, let me just throw this up here. Is this not one of the most awesome scenes ever? Like, it's just a girl walking with a decapitated, mostly robotic cyborg head and a human named Mike turned into a monster. That is just awesome. like, I look at this and I read this and I think to myself, you can't write this stuff. And all of a sudden, nope, I'm reading it right now. So obviously it's been written. What the hell do I know? Wow, this is such a good comic book. So we're going to start a new story arc here, even though the story arcs are pretty much all just... It's like the whole comic book is just one continuous story arc. But I get it. I get how this one is going to start a new story arc, and I'll get to that in a minute. So, Cold, Cold Heart, Part 1. Jack Herbert and Dan Abnett are the storytellers, Abnett being the writer, Herbert being the penciler. Breakdowns by Tom Derenick. Anyway, Mike Spicer on colors, Tom Napolitano on letters, and the cover, Arif Prianto and Tyler Kirkham. Okay, so, and the character was created by Dan Abnett and John Romita Jr. All right, so basically they're going to this last castle, this last ruin, which is supposed to be the main place where you're going to find Talia al Ghul, all right? She's hoping, I don't know why Silencer thinks that she's competent enough to be able to get to Talia before her people have dunked her back in the Lazarus pit. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. But she's going there to try and head her off and get her killed, permanently killed, destroy the pit, something, so that she can't be reformed. Maybe she could chop her up into enough small pieces, right? So she gets there, and what do you call it? This Wishbone girl is there, the witch, that sorceress, and there's also this other guy. Trying to remember this dude's Rays, I think his name is. While Silencer is all about audio, you'll never hear her coming. Rays, you'll never see him coming. He manipulates the visuals. That's cool, man. There's got to be a battle between these two. Like, this was just a standoff, a two-person standoff. And I'm hoping that at some point there's got to be an actual fight with these two, where one is using light and the other has to rely on sound. But meanwhile, the one gets rid of sound and has to rely on, and just, wow, that could be cool. That could be very cool. Which one would you rather be, blind or deaf? You know what I'm saying? When it happens to you, you're hating it both. But it's cool, man. I'm digging on it. So anyway, all of Leviathan is there. These two, they have their little standoff, and they put their weapons down, and Reyes is all like, yeah, I'm winning this. But there's the standoff stops, and all these people from Leviathan are together, and they're ready to fight and kill each other, but they want to keep Leviathan alive, clearly, because guess who shows up? Yeah, Talia shows up, and she's like, what's up? I'm sexy. How you doing? And the only problem I have with the comic book is how weak the dialogue is and how the story just kind of falls into place. It's like we need for everybody to want to follow Talia again. So let's just make it happen as quickly as we possibly can. Well, I feel like it could have been done a whole lot, but like just drastically a whole lot better. But it was, of course, going to reach the same point anyway. But that's almost like, that's almost like saying, why do I bother wiping my butt after I take pop a squat? It's just going to get dirty again. Yeah, you're still supposed to wash your butt. Just saying. So here, it's like, yes, we're obviously going to get to this point. There was no doubt we were going to get to this point, but you don't rush to get to the point. This is where your best dialogue should have came out, and I feel like there was seriously a ball dropped, because at this point, okay, everybody needs Talia, but nobody knows why, because I don't know why. Therefore, nobody knows why. Sorry, I'm the one reading the comic book. I'm the one who's got to interpret this. Nope. But at the end of this, also the obvious happens. Everybody is down with her. Reluctantly or enthusiastically or somewhere in between, but only one person, and yeah, this is going to be the last page. Sorry, I'm going to reveal the last page to you. Here it comes. Time's up. Talia's looking out, and she sees only one person oh, what's up with that? And she's not saying, hail Talia and Talia's awesome and we love you so much. And she's like, yep, there's always one. So next issue, last one standing. Well, can't wait to see how that happens. I'm not certain that Talia's going to be killed in the next issue. I'm just saying if I were there, yeah, I know that I'm fairly decent at public speaking. I'd probably pop a cap in Talia's culo and then start talking about, whoa, before y'all start killing me now. All I'm saying is she was taking up the whole pie, and in reality, all she was ever doing was playing each other against each other. But let's be realistic for a hot moment, all right? All of us want to kill each other in some way, shape, or form, but we can't survive without the other. So it's got to be a reluctant agreement, all right? Now, the only reason why Talia was, necessary was simply because she kept us from killing each other. But how'd she do that? By making us kill each other. Look, if the Mafia families can survive, if the Magia families can survive this, right? No, this is DC, we can have Mafia. Then, you know what? Just let it go, bro. Let it go. Let's all just go our separate ways. We'll continue taking care of the lands that we've been taking care of, and we'll simply have yearly meetings where all the heads will come together and we'll chop up territories and all that stuff. The untouched stuff are neutral zones, okay? If we need to have a gang war or something like that, we have it in the neutral zones. But this is the areas that we're already in charge of. And listen, guys, I'm making this stuff up as I'm going along, Imagine if I sat down and actually refined it, So I feel that Dan Abnett could have done a lot better on this, on the stories. That's just my humble criticism. What do you call it? This was a good comic book. It would have been a much better comic book if that scene where Talia came out and nobody decided to cap her, if that were actually more sensible. But it wasn't. It was just like, you're not going to kill me because blah. And I know you all could kill me. Some of you have enhanced muscles and you guys could kill me and stuff. But you won't because you know how important I am. So how about everybody just unite under me? Why not just do that? Yeah. Why don't we all vote for Hillary too? Anyway, can you tell my disdain? So yeah, that really went sour for me. What a shame. But I'm still in love with the comic book. I'm not going to let one little thing in 11 issues, 12, because there's also an annual, bother me. Plus, guys, this is one of the few comic books out there that still has a $2.99 price tag on. I'm just saying, where this month we got $5 and $10 comic books out. This was more than worth the 99 pesos that they're charging. Good comic book, all right? I'm loving the story. Can't wait to see where this goes. And again, I'm really looking forward to that light versus darkness sort of battle that we're guaranteed to have with Raze and Silencer. Looking forward to that. Also, the drama going on. This is the part I didn't reveal. The drama going on with her husband. Dude, I'm feeling for that poor guy right now. That's some real human emotion right there. Wow, that's the excellent writing in the comic. All right, guys, I'm done. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Buy the comic. Class dismissed.